Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Bengals channel, and in today's video we are doing a little NFL playoffs bracket prediction video. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Obviously, as you guys can see, I mean, if you didn't already know, obviously I'm a Bengals fan. I mean, it's here. It's my name is Bengal Taco Man. Like it's obvious. It's obvious that I'm a Bengals fan. If you're new to this channel, you know now, because this is just how it is. So yeah, obviously that might come into play at some points. We'll have to see. We'll have to see where my bias takes me. You never know nowadays. So we will have to see where it takes me here. Whoa, whoopsies. But yeah, we'll just have to see where it goes. So starting off first game, I got the Raiders at the Bengals. Obviously, Raiders clutched up in one of the best season finale games in a long time. So they did clutch up pretty hard there. Yeah, they clutched up very hard. And now they made it to the playoffs. They are playing the Bengals at home. I think that is a key factor for the Bengals. I think, we have not been great at home. Honestly, I think we've been better at away games. But I think it's still good because of the history of Cincinnati. If, we haven't won a playoff game in 30 years. And this is a chance to change that. So in this game, you got the Raiders. Their offense is I mean, they don't have a lot of weapons, but they get it done. I think their running game's a little more scary than anything. Their defense is definitely the most scary part of that team. Especially Crosby. He's a threat to sack Burrow. That's what I'm most worried about. And then obviously we got our offense. We got the offense is crazy. We got running backs, wide receivers, tight end. We got it all. Defense, we've done enough. We've been a pretty good defense so far. So, I think it's a fairly even matchup. But here I am going to take the Bengals. I think that we can pull out this game. I think that I think our offense can will us there. I think Joe Burrow can will us to our first playoff win in 30 years. I think he can do it. I think he's the guy. So we'll see what happens though. But yeah, obviously this is all. And with the NFL this year, the playoffs, the NFL this year has been crazy. I mean, the Colts just got eliminated by the Jaguars. It's crazy. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, now you got the Patriots at the Bills. Personally here, I am going to take the Bills because I think the Patriots, with the rookie quarterback, they do have good coaching, but I think a rookie quarterback, that's a lot of pressure on them. And I think the Bills have choked games they should have won this season. And yeah, I'm taking the Bills here. That's my final decision. I'm taking the Bills here. Obviously, I do think though that could be one of the better games because Patriots obviously have their high class running game. They got a nice running game, so that's definitely pretty scary. Yeah, this game, I mean, I don't think I need to explain much. I'm taking the Chiefs. I mean, it's just the Chiefs have been, there's the team to beat in the AFC. I gotta give it to the Chiefs there. I think they're a force. They're a brute force. I'm giving this to the Chiefs there. The fact that the Steelers even made the playoffs is crazy. They shouldn't have made the playoffs, but here they are. Yeah, but hey, you never know. Maybe Big Ben can pull out vintage Big Ben or some crap like that. I don't know. You never know. And then next week, this one would be interesting. Next would be the Bengals at the Tennessee Titans after the Tennessee Titans have had an extra week to rest. Also they would be getting Derrick Henry back, which would be tough. Derrick Henry is obviously tough to stop. But he has been out for weeks upon weeks upon weeks. So he'd be interesting to watch during the playoffs. The Titans got a decent offense. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing crazy. I think their running game is the strongest part about it, even though they got weapons on offense. And then, in their wide receiver core. And then defense, defense is solid. It's nothing crazy. And I think that is why I'm going to take the Bengals. They're going to win a second playoff game. I'm going to take them here. Because I think their offense ultimately has a little bit of an advantage over the Tennessee Titans. I'm taking the Bengals here. They got to somehow figure out a way to beat the Tennessee Titans in the second round of the playoffs. Screw it. We're taking the Bengals. Screw it. Why not? Next game, we got the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. Also another very good game if this happens. Obviously, every playoff game's got to be pretty good, to be honest. And here, I still got to go with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Super Bowl champs, or not Super Bowl champs last year, but, they've been around the block a little bit. I got to go with the Chiefs there. And then here, oh gosh, guys, this game kills me, bro. Because I knew this would probably this game has an opportunity to come back around, and I'm afraid. I'm really afraid, to say the least. I mean, I knew when the Bengals won and clinched the North, I was obviously so hyped. I was so hyped, but I was also scared out of my boots because I knew this could come back. That we might have to play the Chiefs again, and it's actually gonna matter. To keep our season on the line. So, in this situation, they would be going to Kansas City, AFC Championship game, to try to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, that would be again insane if they could even get here. And yeah, they got the Kansas City Chiefs, a team they did beat by 3, but obviously definitely could have gone the other way. Definitely could have been the Chiefs going down the field to win the football game. Very, very even game, to say the least there. This one, I just don't know. I just don't know in this game. This game is such a tough one. You know what? Screw it. Totally not biased. Joe Burrow will figure out a way to beat the Kansas City Chiefs for the second time. I am taking the Bengals. They are going to the freaking Super Bowl. Let's honestly, no bias here at all. Let's take the Bengals to the Super Bowl. Let's freaking do it, Bengals. Let's just, I feel so confident in that answer. So confident. The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. 100%. Guaranteed. Totally. Oh, gosh. That's all I got to say. This one, I personally am taking the Rams. I think they've had less problems than the Cardinals with choking. I think the Cardinals have choked last season, moving into this season. I think they've just choked. Here I'm taking the Cowboys. Their offense has been pretty good. Their defense has been pretty good as well, so I got to take them. This one I'm not even going to explain. I think it's a fluke that the Eagles are even in the playoffs, but they are. But yeah, I'm obviously taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. Here I got to take the Packers. I think, Matthew Stafford, I don't think he's a playoff type of quarterback. I don't think he is. I think obviously Aaron Rodgers is built for it. It is his final year, possibly in Green Bay, so I'm taking the Packers there. This game would be interesting because, again, my question with this game is, what are the injuries? Because is Leonard Fournette back by this point? Who knows? We have no idea. Obviously, Chris Godwin's out. There's no Antonio Brown. It's Mike Evans. It is Mike Evans now. Like, it is crazy to say that they are left with one wide receiver. And that insane wide receiver core, they are stuck with Mike Evans. Bruh. Like, yeah, it's that one's that one. This game, I honestly have no idea. I was looking at this game earlier if it happened, and I was like, bro, I don't know who to choose. You guys, somebody let me know in the comments who to choose here. I guess initially, and then you got Tom Brady versus, you got the GOAT over here, and then you got Dak Prescott over here. Like, that's rough, bro. I don't know here, bro. I am going to take, and it's also it's the Cowboys too. It's like, bro, I don't know. I am going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think, although, yes, they are banged up. I do know that. They are very banged up. But I think it's more or less it comes down to who's better in clutch time. Tom Brady or Dak Prescott. I think Tom Brady can pull this one out. I don't know. That one, though, that one's a tough one. That one's a really tough one. And here we go. Packers in the NFC Championship like every single year, and they always lose here. Here we go again. Again, no shade to Packers fans. But shade has been thrown. Just letting y'all know that. This is exactly the game last year. It was the Packers versus the Bucks. And who won that game? It was the Buccaneers. They went to Lambeau Field and they upset the Packers again. And I do not see that continue. I am taking the Packers here. I think this is possibly Aaron Rodgers' final run with the Packers. I think, they got a decent offense. They got a decent defense. Their offense obviously is explosive because of Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion. And obviously they got other weapons, but I think he's the main reason why they're so good. I gotta take the Packers there. I think they will end that streak. And here we go. We got the Packers versus the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Totally not biased at all. Totally legit. You got a team who has not won a playoff game in 30 years. Somehow has snuck into the playoffs. I don't know how that happened. I honestly don't know who would have put them in the Super Bowl. That's crazy. I don't know who would have done that. I honestly have no idea. And then you got the Green Bay Packers, who have been to the NFC Championship 20 years in a row and lost every single year. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they've been there quite a bit. And Aaron Rodgers have obviously been into the Super Bowl a couple times. You got the high-powered Bengals offense with Joe Burrow. He is the X factor, I think. Again, that's the thing. Looking at all four of these teams right here in the Final Four, you got the Bengals, Joe Burrow. Personally, I think he's just straight savage. I think he's I think he's got a little. He could be the next GOAT, my opinion. And then you got Aaron Rodgers, you got Tom Brady, you got Patrick Mahomes. Like every single QB here has that kind of. I'm gonna mess your team up, and that's just what I'm gonna do to you. And and then we got our average defense. It's honestly our average. It's above average. Our defense has been above average this season. I gotta give it more credit than I just said. You got the Packers offense, which is good. I wouldn't say it's anything like insanely explosive. As far as a team that can explode, that's the Bengals. I think the Bengals offense can explode more than almost any team in the league. Besides maybe like the Chiefs, But the Packers, I think they still got a good offense. Their defense is pretty good, though. I will say they do have a pretty good defense. And this would be, the Bengals played the Packers earlier in the year. The Bengals did lose. The opportunity was there. They missed 2 game-winning field goals. And that's another thing, I think they were long field goals, though. They were like 56 yards, 58 yards. They were long field goals. They were not easy field goals to make from a rookie. And that's another thing that concerns me, not about the Bengals, about the Packers in this playoff run, is Mason Crosby. He has choked a fair amount of times this season in making extra points, field goals, whatever. He has had some pretty bad. He's had some issues with it, to say the least. Who do I choose? You know what? Screw it. Joe Burrow is leading the Cincinnati Bengals to a Super Bowl victory, the first in franchise history. Screw it. That's just gotta be that. Screw it. I am totally confident in the answer I just said. I can't wait for somebody to post this on TikTok and be like, "Look at this idiot." I cannot wait. Oh, man, it's got to be great. But screw it. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to upset the entire league. Joe Burrow is going to turn his X Factor mode on. He is going to lead the Cincinnati Bengals to the playoffs. Well, obviously to the playoffs, to the Super Bowl, and he is going to win it. Totally confident in that answer. Yeah. So, like I said, a very bold prediction. Again, this is a bold prediction, obviously. Bengals are not even close to being the favorites to win the Super Bowl. But you know what? Screw it. They're gonna figure out a way. Joe Burrow is going to figure out a way to make it to the Super Bowl. But no, for real though, if this does happen, if somehow the Bengals freaking make it to the Super Bowl, this would be a tough one. I can't, for both teams, I think. They obviously they played each other early in the year, and we saw how that went. We were this close to winning, So this would be an interesting one. But so final decision. Screw it. I am saying the Bengals are somehow going to. Joe Burrow is somehow going to lead this team to a Super Bowl victory in the first time in franchise history. That's my hot take. honestly, this is like a hot take bracket. Screw it. This is my hot take bracket. This is what's going to happen. This is my hot take. Bengals are going to win their first Super Bowl in franchise history this year. So yeah, that is going to be my hot take. That's going to be my playoff bracket predictions. And yeah, so without further ado, y'all, that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video.